inflation, deflation, hyperinflation, shrinkflation, Bidenflation, too much inflation's going on, you think. When I think about it, we're an inflationary generation, or an inflation, deflation, shrinkflation, recession, depressional generation. Our financial system has gone in the wrong direction. Checks and balances have fallen to the wayside a very long time ago. Society has lost their sense of direction by fueling causes that has absolutely nothing to do with the true values of why they actually exist. Now, humanity is on the precipice of being replaced by the very technology that's supposed to bring them forward in support of advancing opportunities that would contribute to its betterment, or at least that's what I thought. This thought was floating around that everyone should be aware of. What everyone should be aware of is radical imposed taxes, assessment fees, or any baseless illegal charges disguised as, shall we say, saving the planet, portfolio/tax, or any other ludicrous made-up problem in the form of a debilitating tax disguised to rob everyone. Oh, wait, I think we already have that and then some, right, going on. Well, as a species, have we really created and weaponized technology to work against us? Potentially, the internet decays your mind, body, and well-being. It robs and infects the mind of its natural, critical thought process. And society is so easily distracted and manipulated into believing what they see, hear, and read without vetting information or facts. Bottom feeders, surface dwellers are basically monkey see, monkey do, hopping on the what's trending now bandwagon. A lot of this mentality is going on now, and it's infectious, poisoning the weakened consciousness of society. Now, as I ponder these thoughts, humanity is an unhealthy, sickened populace, mentally, emotionally, physically, and perhaps even spiritually. Humanity needs mental therapy, emotional breakthroughs, and a strenuous physical health check. Humanity is beyond therapy. Our mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual sickness has rendered everyone to be enslaved, trapped, existing in one another's swamp of obstacles, uncertainties, and anxieties. One of life's toughest challenges is change. Reluctant to leave behind what's comfortable, resistance to letting go all that needs to be released by way of programming and conditioning. We are in a matrix, whether we realize it and or recognize it or not. This is a huge game that everyone is involved in, everyone is participants of. And what does this matrix actually have to do with you, me, and everybody? It has everything to do with all of us. We're involved in this game, we're playing this game, we're playing by these made up rules and regulations that we are being bullied into abiding by. If you think about it, the program that we're in basically needs to be changed, eliminated, restructured, reprogrammed by each and every one of us, not by these so-called leaders, so-called people that we put into place because they're not doing their job. It's quite obvious and apparent that they are extremely incompetent and extremely crazy. So yeah, we need to restructure all of this that's going on. How do we do that? We need to come together. We need to form communities of change, communities of solutions that could be better than what we got going on right now. And I am so positive that we have a zillion top-notch leaders within our own communities, within our own groups, churches, perhaps workplaces. We have our own top-notch leaders. It's just coming together and regrouping and grouping as well. I mean, the programming and conditioning is so deep. It's super, super deep, and there's so many programs, layers of programs occurring simultaneously. It's not just what we see politically and just what we see economically. These programs are super deep, deeply embedded in everything, in our ways of living within us. It's really deeply embedded, and it's something that I think we need to detoxify and get rid of once and for all. Yes, we are preparing. Yes, in case of any type of disaster, natural, man-made, what have you, job loss, anything and everything can happen in this third dimension that we happen to be in. This thing that we call life and whatnot. But there's so many programs and layers of it occurring. And I'm noticing that going on daily. There's not just the program of fear, but there's the FOMO program, fear of missing out, fear of not getting enough preps, fear of not stacking enough precious metals. And that's a program. It's an addiction program that a lot of us, if not most of us, don't even recognize it for what it is. For myself, after I prepped up, after I stocked up as much as I felt I needed to stock up, be it in food storage, water, medical supplies, every other type of emergency supplies, you name it, I've stocked up as much as I could, and then I stopped. And then I stocked up on, I replenished and have been replenishing my precious metals. Now I've kind of taken a vacation on that too, because I'm beginning to see more and more of what things are and how we are being programmed and conditioned, not just by the powers that be. We're actually being conditioned and programmed by one another. As we watch these videos on YouTube, as we read articles, and we just bombard and feed our mind with a lot of rubbish, actually, that makes us lose that mind to everything else that's going on. And so we're like, oh, we better get that, and we better, because that person said that, and this is coming, and the sky is falling, and the sky is still there as far as I know. If it'll fall, it'll fall. You just need to be prepared. You just need to make sure that you have all the items that you need, and your family is good, and you go over things and you replenish things, and FIFO, first in, first out, and you just do all that you can do with the best of your capabilities and abilities, but not ride the fear porn train, not get addicted to things, because all of this can be a huge addiction. We can totally lose ourselves and forget about other things. Totally go broke by just spending all your money on preps. And then what? Totally go broke and spend all your money on precious metals. And then what? So it takes a lot of clarity, focus, and balancing everything out, and not going overboard, and knowing your own limits, knowing when you're being programmed and conditioned by X, Y, or Z. Sometimes it's difficult. I know that, been there, done that myself. But all of this, like I said, is a matrix, and we are living in this matrix. Some may say they're getting off grid, they're going off grid, but come on, really, seriously? You're saying you're off grid, but yet you're making YouTube videos. Get out of here. I'm just saying. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here, put these thoughts out, get some seeds out there, see what you think, and see your thoughts on this. Comment, share your thoughts, help the community here, and let me know what you think about all these things that are going on with everywhere, for all of us. Are you on that fear train? Are you just going and getting addicted to more prepping items, getting addicted to more precious metals? Are you that individual? Everyone's addicted to several things, not just one. Credit card is a huge addiction. All of these other addictions are by far surpassing any type of drug addiction, in my humble opinion, is what I'm seeing and what I'm sensing. It's like a drug, these addictions, that you need to have more of this or more of that because of so and that, this, ha. So yeah, just comment away below. Tell me what you think. I'd like to hear what you have in your response. Anyway, guys, have a great night and aloha.